Hello everyone, Felipe here again. Once again here with Dania. Left side people from half guard. Nice to see you guys moving the head sideways. Up and down. Circling the head. Both sides and circling the arm as well. So drill. The other arm. And the hips. All right, everyone, dropping on the floor and bridging. Sometimes inside. And hip escaping, everyone. Sometimes inside. And turning to the right, stepping on the left, elevating the hip, turning to the left, stepping with the right, extending the bottom leg, elevating the hip. Sometimes inside as well, people. To the other side, the other exercise, turn to the right, right foot on the floor, using this foot to drag my hip forward until I can switch to the opposite side. Now that I'm to the left, I'm gonna step with my left foot on the floor, hips forward until I'm on the right, and to the left, and to the right. Sometimes inside everyone. And this time, people, we're not gonna roll backwards here from the shoulder. We're gonna roll sideways. So here, people, situation that I'm gonna start sitting. Make sure, guys, that you keep the connection between hips and shoulders. So when the shoulder drops, the hip comes up. Don't lay down. Okay, we're gonna start sitting. Shoulder drops on the floor, head towards the knee, and I'm going to roll over the shoulder all the way to the other side until I end up in the same position. As I go back, same thing, everyone. You can keep your hands either behind your knees, behind your back, up to you. Shoulder drops, head towards my knee. I'm gonna rotate over my shoulder all the way to the other side until I reach in the same position. Try to keep your feet as close as possible to the floor. Okay, everyone. One side and back to the other side. 5 times each side, everyone. Just loosen it up, and we're gonna go to the partner drills. Let's go, people. All right, everyone. Repeating the drills that we saw yesterday. Situation where the knee is smashing me. I'm going to first get the underhook. So feet on the floor, pinch my knees together, hip a bit up, and I'm gonna push my knees to the floor to make Dania post. She created the space. I'm gonna go back already with the underhook. Dania pushes my head, she gets her on the hook. This time I'm going to do the same, but sweeping. The only change is that I'm gonna use my elbow to push her elbow. Hip up, feet on the floor, pushing my knees to the side. I end up on the top position. And now Dania is doing the same. She's going to first get the underhook, pushing her knees down. I post, she gets the underhook. I get my own underhook. Now Dania traps my arm, does the same, and up on top. And we're gonna be switching positions with each other. Okay, people, we saw this position with more details on Monday, so check it out. I explained this drill yesterday as well. So if you guys need more details, so check those videos out. Doing first, getting the underhook, then getting the sweep. 2 minutes on one side, 2 minutes on the other side, and then we switch. Okay, let's move forward, people. All right, people, we're gonna do another drill. I guess it's the position that we saw on Friday. Pretty sure there was a Friday. If I'm mistaken, it was a Thursday. Okay, just another sweep that we saw from the half guard situation that I'm gonna have the underhook and Dania's leg trapped, but Dania is going to lift the other leg, which prevents me from coming up. So here, people, the outside leg, I'm gonna bring my heel next to her ankle, drag her leg all the way towards my butt, And here, just like we've been doing, foot on the floor, I can grab her pants or cup her knee, and I just want to push forward here with my hip until I push the neck all the way down, and I end up on the side control. I'm going to let Dania get on the hook, trap my leg, and as she traps my leg, I'm going to lift the leg, okay? Stay tight, Dania. She's going to drag my foot towards her butt. She's going to open the bottom foot, push her hip forward, controlling my pants. As she takes me down, hands up on top, and we do the same. I get the control, she lifts the leg, I'm gonna drag her ankle towards my butt, control her pants, foot on the floor, so I can drag my hip forward, pushing her down, ending up on top. And here we're just gonna be switching positions like this, okay? We saw the sweep before. Again, I showed this with a lot more details on the video. Pretty sure it was on Friday, so check that out. Okay guys, we're just going to be switching the sweeps with each other just so we can get this motion a little bit more fluid. Pay attention to the steps. 2 minutes one side, 2 minutes on the other side, just to make it more dynamic, and we're gonna go to the positions. Let's go everyone. All right, people, we're gonna work a little bit here with the knee shield. We started with the knee shield yesterday, and we're gonna work from there for a few days, and from here we're gonna switch to the deep half, okay? So, as I said yesterday, everyone, I can get the knee shield from many different positions. What is important for me is that I have her leg trapped. That's why the bottom leg is here, controlling her calf, and I wanna control her upper body as well. I don't want to let Dania smash me here. So I'm using my shin across the chest to keep this from happening. Okay, a lot of the times what I'm gonna have is Dania trying to battle this leg. She wants to remove it. Okay, so people, this is going to be easier to get on the gi, all right? But we can get in the no gi as well, and I'm gonna show how. Okay, so what is gonna happen? I wanna keep my elbows close to my knees so I can have a good control. And I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that Dania wants to push my knee down. Okay, she's using the hand to push my leg all the way down. If she succeeds, this makes this guard hard to use. Okay, if this happens here, Dania can start sprawling, going to the other side. So what I'm going to do, as Dania starts pushing my knee down, I'm going to create some resistance, and I'm gonna make a grip on this sleeve here. Okay, so I'm gonna have my arm here, Dania starts pushing. On the same side, I'm going to grab her sleeve. And now, I'm gonna be creating resistance up, so Dania creates an even bigger resistance to push down. As I'm fighting here, as I already have the grip, and I feel Dania pushing down, I'm going to extend the leg and push her arm all the way down. Okay, so I'm gonna show slowly what I did. Okay, so I was here, Dania's trying to push, I control her sleeve, I'm pushing up, she's pushing down, we're fighting, and now I'm just going to let my leg go, and with the grip that I have, I'm gonna cross. Okay, I'm gonna push all the way to the other side. This hand that is on the bottom that is free, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna control here below the arm. I'm gonna have this control right here, and I'm gonna be working from here. Normally what is gonna happen, if Dania stays like this, which is not the case, I'm just going to use the arm drag to come up, okay? Normally this is not gonna happen. So I'm here, Dania's pushing, I control the sleeve, I'm gonna drop my leg, pull the sleeve, and control her arm. As we get to this point, a lot of the times Dania's gonna start smashing me here, so I don't go to the back, okay? Dania knows what an arm drag is. So what I'm going to do is pretty much the sweep that we saw on Monday. I already have this control. I'm gonna pinch my knees together, hip up, pushing my knees to the side, and now I'm gonna be on top, okay? So it is the same sweep that we saw on Monday, but with a different setup. I'm going to use the arm drag to get this control. Here, she's pushing, I'm gonna control the sleeve, I'm gonna control her arm, cup the tricep, and just push her to the other side. If we're talking no-gi people, I'm gonna have less control, but that's understood. Actually, from the no-gi, that's gonna be the case. But instead of controlling her sleeve, I'm gonna control her wrist. Then it's gonna be start pushing her leg down. I'm gonna let her do this. Control the wrist, control the tricep. If Tanya stays away, I'm just gonna bring myself up and take the back. Okay? If Tanya smashes me here, I'm going to keep the control of the arm so Tanya cannot free her arm. I'm going to pinch my knees together, push my knees to the other side, and end up on top, okay? Getting this sweep. Okay, everyone, I just want to show another setup in which we can get this. It is basically, if Daniel is not trying to fight my leg, sometimes it's gonna happen. What we can do is start getting grips, okay? And this, of course, is gonna be more, this is gonna be easier to get in the gi when we're talking grips. So I'm gonna have my knee shoot position, and I'm gonna start controlling her collar. And what Daniel wants to do right now is break my grips, okay? So as Daniel wants to break the grip, people, again, I'm gonna go with the bottom arm, I'm gonna control the sleeve, and I'm going to do the same. I'm gonna pull the sleeve, pull her sleeve down, and extend my leg, getting to this control. From here, I can keep this control. I can keep the control here also of the tricep. And if Dania stays away, same thing. I can just come up, but I know that Dania is going to smash me here. She's gonna keep the control. I just wanna make sure that she cannot move the arm. I'm gonna have my grips, pinching my knees together, feet on the floor, elevating the hip a little bit. You can see that Dania has no balance anymore. I just wanna push her to the other side and end up on top, okay? So guys, it is the same position, it's just a different setup. So again, I'm here with Dania, I get the control, I start using my grip. Dania's gonna be uncomfortable with this, so I'm gonna control the sleeve. As I'm here, I'm going to pull her arm and extend my leg, controlling either her bicep or her, the fabric here. Okay, either go to the back. If Dania drops her weight on me, preventing me from going to the back, just repeating the sweep that we've been doing, and up on top, and I'm gonna be working from here, okay? So people, you guys can always switch with each other. It's basically the same position, but from different perspectives, okay, using different grips, but in the end, we're gonna have the same end, okay? You guys can switch between you, and then we're gonna add some rolls to it. Okay, people, so again, working with each other. Dania is gonna be on the bottom, I'm gonna be on top. You're gonna start from the knee shield, so I wanna see you guys just like Dania is right now, with her shin across my chest, controlling the bottom leg. And here, people, make sure that your elbows and knees are close together so you can have a good control. And here, I'm gonna be trying to pass, trying to push her leg around. Dania is gonna be trying to sweep, and just make sure that we focus on this scenario right here, okay guys? So from here, if I manage to pass her guard, let's say that I start pushing and end up on the side and pass, good for me, we start over. If not, then it's gonna be trying to sweep. So let's say that I'm here, then it starts getting any control. You can work whatever you want on it. She got the underhook. From here, she got the single leg. End up getting the sweep. Good for her, okay? If any of us reach the goal, right, we start over. Make sure people from the bottom, main thing is to not let your partner pass. So I want you guys to get the feeling of the knee shield so you get strong in this position. It's going to be very helpful. It works really well, especially against bigger people. You guys are going to find yourselves in a comfortable position. All right? Hope you guys enjoy. Add some rolls afterwards as well, as much as you want. Just be careful, be healthy, and guys, let's work mainly from the half guard. So try to start in a half guard position, so we get used to the thing that we're working. Okay, so guys. Okay, people. I just want to answer a quick question that I got on Saturday from Maria. So Maria was asking me what are the best takedowns when we talk about self-defense. And this is really subjective, okay, people? You're gonna have a number of different situations. what I'm going to say is that personally, I would avoid situations in like hip throws or situations like that. If you're really good with them, if you're like a judo black belt, maybe this is going to be a good thing for you. But in a self-defense situation, I just don't want to turn my back to my opponent. So basically, situations that I would advise when we're talking about self-defense situation. Let's say that I'm fighting Daniel. Here, hands up. I can go here with the arm drag. It's always a good position. You end up on the back and then you can take your opponent down. Or situation that I can get the double underhooks and work with the body lock is also a position that is good to work. Getting sometimes here with a single leg, making sure, guys, that you're always really connected to your opponent so your opponent cannot get any effective punches on you. So basically, making sure that your opponent doesn't have so many possibilities to actually attack. The exception that I say is like with the hip throw is, let's say that I'm here and then, for example, grabs my head from the back. Now, okay, I can work with a hip throw here with a seonage. But this is a situation that I'm not turning my back to my opponent. The situation where my opponent already took my back, and I'm gonna work from there. But ultimately, make sure that you can keep the distance, either get really close. If you, of course, have this kind of distance here, you can run away, which is the best self-defense technique ever, okay? So, but make sure, guys, that you have a good control. If you're having the body lock, for example, you can control the arm and get this grip, which works really well to prevent your opponent from getting punches. I can take her down, or I can move to the back and work from here. Either way, many options. Just make sure, guys, that your opponent cannot. The most important thing is not actually taking your opponent down, but doing it in a way that your opponent cannot hurt you. Okay? Because if you're trying to take your opponent down and your opponent manages to knock you out, then it's not going to be really helpful. Okay? Hope it helped. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.